Okay, so my name is Mike Roden. I'm the Director of Sales for Turning Concepts, and we're trying to introduce you to the value-added service that we provide to the thread rolling product presented by Fetty. So this is pretty much a standard Fetty head. It's what's called an F2, and you'll see that it has a closed position and then an open position with a clamping device or a closing device. So Turning Concepts has patent pending a device that goes on the back of the tool. It obstructs the tool from opening, and then we have a trademark on the phrase roll on, roll off, and that's exactly what the tool does. It's designed for CNC machines. We have you feed on at the pitch less 5/10, reverse, and then feed off at the same, and we obstruct the tool from opening. You'll see that it has no clamping handle, and 130 tools later, we pretty much have figured out why people like it. Included with the package is a process sheet, and it's in an electronic copy as well as a print copy, and we encourage all of our customers to save them. There are slight changes. You'll see there's some yellow mathematical calculations that we make to start you, and we always set them up with a gauge pin. Now what I'm going to do today is take a customer's tool that was currently running on a manual engine lathe, and then he bought this tool approximately in November, and then it allowed him to secure business, and he's currently bought 2 CNC machines, and we're currently converting this particular tool from a manual setup to a CNC setup with our roll-on, roll-off device. Now all of our tools come assembled, and you'll see that for this tool we have 3 nuts on the back of the tool. We basically take them off. We take our roll-on, roll-off device. This would be for a number 3 size head. We apply the device. This would be the device for a number 1 size head, and we have devices developed for all thread sizes from a 0.80 up to approximately 1 3/4 inches. It's a mechanical system, and it's really not dependent on a particular size thread. So we apply the 3 nuts after the device is on. The device is also available for retrofit to older tools, and once we eliminate having to recock the head, that means that the tool is portable, and very often they become single purpose. Now you see in this particular tool, the customer already has some rolls. Axial tools, as this is classified, can use both sides of the rolls, and we've elected to not change the rolls, although included in the retrofit kit is a set of new rolls which will be shipped with the tool. So the device has been added, 3 nuts have been applied, slight torque, have to stay loose so you can adjust it, so they're really just snug by hand. There's 3 torque screws on the faceplate. 2 of them I've already removed, and then we just take the faceplate off. During the servicing of an existing tool, we clean, service the tool, check everything for fit and functionality. We're really looking for more abuse and potential safety issues. And you'll see that the rolls are loaded, in this case existing rolls, and there's 2 sides to the rolls. There's A, B, C, and there's 1, 2, 3, and they're loaded face side up, counterclockwise for a right hand thread, or clockwise for a right hand thread, counterclockwise for a left hand thread. And in this case we can put the new rolls on. We've elected not to, and put the faceplate back on. Apply the torque screws, over torque, very common problem. The threads on all rolling tools for a right-hand head are right-handed, which means that during operational rotation, they self-tighten. So now the rolls and the faceplate have been reassembled. We supply with our device a procedure. It identifies a gauge pin, and then you can insert the gauge pin between the rolls. In this case, we'll loosen them a little. And then you snug it till they're finger tight. Too tight. There's no backlash, so it's really just a question of snugness. And then I'll show you a shortcut in a second. And then you tighten one of the nuts on the back, and that's all you need. And you'll see that the gauge pin is now finger tight. And you can just push it through, and then flip the tool, snug the other two nuts, not use a cheater, and now you'll see that the device is on. You can see that there's axial play. This allows the clutch to partially separate. That's mathematically calculated to be 70% of the separation value of the fixed and movable claw clutches, and that's a standard that we use. It's also published in our patent pending application. Now this tool, the only thing that this tool needs to go on a CNC machine would be a flat on the shank, and that's an anti-rotational flat, and you can either use a whistle notch, you can grind it. In general, we would normally put a flat on it. This is an existing tool, and this tool's ready to ship. Now included with the shipment will be the procedure. It'll also give you all of the thread definitions, and standard we use 2A, but we offer these process sheets free of charge, and they're available for any thread for life. And some machine tool builders have embedded them inside the software they're controlled. And we give you your feed rate, we give you your RPMs, we give you your setup dimension for your gauge pin, and that's all there is to it. You put the tool in, the machine comes in, you follow the process sheet, you call us before you push cycle start, you load the tool in the tart, and you're rolling threads. Now a comment on rolled threads. Rolled threads typically are stronger, and in general we will make a rolled thread in 1.5 seconds per inch as a general rule, and that is complete. And in general you're going to have between 4,000 and 5,000 linear inches of thread per set of rolls. That would be like a standard 303 stainless. We do offer special engineered coatings, but for initial startup applications we never recommend them until we have a baseline of consumption. But this particular customer with this tool, he has built his business around thread rolling. He's also a design engineer, and you know, I think he's up to 6 employees in the last 6 months. So that would be the conclusion of this first segment. Our intention is to film additional segments, try to keep them all short, so that as a video we can communicate to our customers exactly what we're trying to do with the Engineered Products Division at Turning Concepts. Once again, thank you for your time.